up, everybody? Hey, everybody.
Grilling, baby.
Baby.
We grilling, baby.
What it do? What it do?
How you guys doing?
Very good.
Good. Everybody's back together. We're good here. We're happy. So we can do to ruin that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Happy.
Oh
man. Grumpy.
People are showing up. Karen Harrington's
Yes,
here. Hello, Renee's here.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Karen.
Here. What's up, everybody?
Hi, Brenda.
Brenda's here. I love that. She had a nap. She took a nap so she could. I love that. It is great.
So what do you got going on this week, Russ?
Oh, man.
Last week, I should say.
Yes. Over the past week, I've had family here 4 of the last 7 days and busy with work. And so, yeah, a little busy. Oh, my man Todd is in the building. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Hey, Todd. How you doing?
My man. Keto Cowboys in the building. Love that. Keto Cowboys.
New Cowboys.
Along with my keto cuties and low carb ladies. Yeah, so just busy at work and had family here for 4 days, and it was pretty good. Pretty good, man. I always love when the family's here.
That's awesome.
Went to Olive Garden. That was just a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor.
Listen, we haven't got to carb check yet, but so I'll wait for that.
You wait for that?
Yeah, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for carb check. We got to do our health check.
We got to check our health.
Yeah, let's see. So we got to start with a heart attack check. So, Russ, have you had a heart attack in the last week because you're eating so much meat?
No, and I've had a lot of meat. I have definitely had a lot of meat.
What about the Olive Garden? Did that give you a heart attack?
No, like I said, just very, very minimal on that. I'll talk about that in a minute, but very minimal.
Okay, that's nice. Good. That's good. Let's see. Nope, don't have a heart attack.
Not for you.
No, not for me.
Yep, no heart attack here for me. Anybody in the comments?
Anyone have a heart attack?
Yeah, anybody sick? There's been sniffles and stuff going around here lately, and new strains of COVID and all kind of stuff. Half my family had COVID the week before they came down here.
Oh no, crazy.
So I guess they're all over it. I told them I ain't afraid of the COVID, but whatever. Bring the COVID with you. Right. I mean, it's just I'm not. I don't know. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it, right? What can you do? I can't see it. It's not like I can play defense against it.
Right.
So, but no, I feel great. As a matter of fact, I feel really good actually, but like I normally do between my weigh-ins. So I've been drinking so much water, I dream about scuba gear. So, yeah, is that normal to dream about scuba gear?
No,
not normal.
Not at all.
You're not normal anyways, Russ.
That's right. I was going to say, so yeah. So yeah, that's it. But
no heart attack here. So yep. Lori says no heart attacks here either. That's awesome.
Hi, Lori.
Yes, I love it. All right, so we'll get on the carb check here. Adam, I'm sure 0 carb.
0 carb for me.
Shout out
to Bob. Adam. Good
my man
job.
Bob is in the building. My Buckeye brother, we got heavy hearts, but not heart attacks. Our Buckeyes, took it on the chin. So our hearts are hurting, but it ain't because of cholesterol.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's because of quarterback. And so Adam is 0 carb. My man strong. Adam is 0 strong. My man.
Yep.
I think that I'm under 10. I don't know. Very low. I was testing jalapenos and again and something else, Chipotle. And no, it was very bad. Very bad.
Fire in the hole? Like fire in the hole bad?
No, other stuff happening with my body that was just really weird as a result. But yeah, fire in the hole also. But I was expecting that.
Yeah, I can do without
Nice.
that in my life. I was 0 carb up until a trip to the Olive Garden. I've been clean as a board of health. Family was here 4 days. Didn't even dabble in anything. And I went to the Olive Garden and I had 3 bowls of chicken soup, which has about 25 carbs each. I went and looked it up. And then I had salmon and vegetables, which was 10 carbs. So about 85 carbs, which, again, it's a misdemeanor. I literally had 85 carbs for the week.
There you go.
That was 0 carbs for 4 days going in there. So
let's divide this per day. And I'm not a mathematician. 85 divided by 7.
I was in ketosis.
12 carbs. His card number is 12.
You guys are making me tired just even thinking about counting anything.
I don't really know. I had jalapenos. Oh, I did try a nib. It had no sugar in it. You know what a nib is? It was disgusting. That's before chocolate. The before chocolate. Like it's not even like dark chocolate. It's intense. Anyways,
oh, gross.
Don't do the nibs. Don't do
that didn't even
sound and I tried before the nib. It's in a cocoa plant. Have you ever tried that? We were at our friend's house. They had a cocoa plant. They're like, you got to try this. And it's like this mossy. So chocolate's made out of a seed of like this mossy thing, and you're just kind of suck on it.
Yeah.
What? That was nasty.
I'm not putting my mouth.
If anybody's going to eat that, it would be you, Alia.
Yeah.
You eat all the weird stuff.
I'm not putting anybody.
Change my channel to like weird things I'll try.
Listen, I'm not putting anybody's nibs in my mouth.
Right?
Yeah. Somebody comes over somebody comes over to my house, talk about, hey man, I got some nibs here. You want some? Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be a misunderstanding.
a nibs understanding.
Yeah. You all read about it. Yeah. Hey,
right.
Maribel. What's happening, sis? Yeah.
Qualifications to be a guest. Hop on right now.
Hop on right now.
That is a perfect segue into our next thing here, I think.
Yep.
We have some important news for everybody about some upcoming changes to the Keto Cookout. We will still be here every Tuesday at 9:00 for your viewing pleasure and listening pleasure. But we are going to change the format a little bit. And unfortunately, our girl Alio has some things going on in her life, and she has some conflicts and things, and she unfortunately will not be a regular on the show. You want to talk about that a little bit, Ali?
Yes. First, I love Adam and Russ. You're my brothers from other mothers.
I have no idea how that just did that.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
So we're going into the holiday season right now, and we're even traveling probably Thursday night. So it's a little bit crazy. And then starting next year, we're moving twice, and we might even go like on the other side of the planet after mid-year. We're not sure about that, but I'm not going to be available at night anymore next year. So, but that happens. Life happens.
Absolutely. So, but we're going to keep.
But I love everybody. I haven't even done YouTube. This is literally the only thing I've done on YouTube all week. So I got to figure that out also, because I love doing YouTube. I miss everybody.
And we're going to open up the format a little bit. We're going to put link in the chat to come on with us. If you want to come on with us, we will still have some scheduled guests, but we're going to open it up, and we're going to open up the format to anything you guys want to talk about. Doesn't have to be keto or that. We can talk about sports, talk about your family, talk about whatever. Just a place to hang out, socialize, have fun. I will still sing my goofy songs. I will still tell my silly jokes. We're still going to keep the spirit of the show.
Right.
We want a fun place where people can hang out, have a good time, laugh, and smile. And that's it. And in the spirit of that, we're going to bring our first.
Hey, Bob.
Whoa!
Hi, guys.
It's Bob.
Our
How you doing, Bob?
our new format first. And this is apropos because that is my Buckeye brother right there. Semi-retired Bob.
How you doing, guys?
It's
You're
Baba
in,
Claus.
guys.
It's Baba Claus.
Yes.
Baba Claus. Yes, indeed.
My brother. How we doing, man? Good to see you.
Santa.
Hello to everybody out there. I hope you're all doing good today.
Yes. Now, are you in Texas yet? I know you were talking about going to Texas or something for a while.
No, I'm in Omaha for the winter. I had a major breakdown on my truck, so I'm staying here for this winter, saving money like crazy. Because when I got my, I bought my land this last May, and I spent the entire summer while I was working at the miniature golf course, spending pretty much every penny I made to buy the tools and things that I would need. So I didn't have a whole lot of backup. So when my truck decided to take a crap on me, and I mean, it was not a huge crap. It was about $1,500, but still that left me short enough that I won't have enough money to get anything done while I'm down there. I could just go down there and sit in my trailer and look at the land, but it's going to be about $1,000 trip by the time I get down there and back with the gasoline in my truck. So rather than spending that $1,000 to just hang out on my land in Texas, I want to save that $1,000. And when I get down there, because I'm going to need roughly $3,000 for the shipping container and roughly another $3,000 for the materials to build a roof over top of it, and roughly another $2,500 for about a 3,000 gallon water tank, so that I have water out there.
Yeah.
And that's basically the startup cost. And then if I manage to save a little extra, or they take, well, I don't want to talk about the YouTube problem right now, but if, let's just say, if things get back to where they were 4 months ago, in my visibility, then perhaps I can save up enough to also have about $3,000 is what it's going to take to fence the entire property in. But that doesn't have to be done right away, because I'm not planning on putting animals on it for a few years yet.
Yeah. So, well, who does Ohio State play in the bowl game?
Missouri, in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, bet it all on Missouri, Bob. You have your truck money and everything here coming up pretty soon.
I'm waiting to see who actually plays, because you know, the odds of Marvin Harrison Jr. playing aren't very good, because he's going to be prepping for the pros, and our quarterback is in the transfer portal. But not to worry, because our backup quarterback is pretty darn good, and besides getting the number 4 overall prospect out of high school committing to Ohio State today, I'm pretty sure the kid from Washington State, their quarterback, is going to be is going to transfer into Ohio State as well. So we're going to be just fine. We're going to be a little thin come bowl time, but I don't think we need a full strength team to beat Missouri.
Well, I got you, brother. And I hope you're right. Listen, I always say I don't ever root against us, of course. But so as a matter of fact, you sent me a message. We got to win. I said, I have no idea how we're going to win, but I hope we do. And that's
and this comment right here, thanking us for sending CJ Stroud down there. People did not realize how good CJ Stroud was last year when he was leading the Buckeyes. I mean, because if you follow college football, you realize that we only lost to Georgia by 3 points.
Yeah.
That Ohio State-Georgia game in the semifinal was the finals. Whoever won that game was going to beat TCU with no question. And C.J. Stroud was an awfully good quarterback. They're not even talking about him for Rookie of the Year in the NFL. They're talking about him as Offensive Player of the Year for the entire NFL. Yeah, he's in that conversation now. He's really, really good. So,
yeah, imagine if he decided to stay, they'd be engraving the trophy for us.
Yeah, but that's the nature of college football now. You used to have, when somebody came to your school, they'd be there for the full 4 years. And now you can't, if they're there and they're not playing, they're going to go somewhere where they think they can play. I mean, we got eight guys went into the transfer portal, but that's okay. That's just the nature of college football. We'll pick up 8 new players plus all of our incoming recruits, and Ohio State will be just fine, even in our darkest years under John Cooper.
Yeah.
People are upset because we've lost to Michigan 3 times in a row, but John Cooper was 1-10-1 against Michigan.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a period in there where we had 1 win in 12 years, so 3's not that big a deal. And if you look at the previous years leading up to that, Urban Meyer never lost. Jim Tressel only lost once. So 17 out of 18 years, we beat Michigan over the last 18 years. So letting them have 3 in a row is not that big a deal.
Yeah, I'm with you. They'll be back in purgatory pretty soon here, I think, with their coach and their seniors going out of there.
So, hey, we've talked enough football. Let's get on into the carnivore and keto stuff, because I know Allie is sitting there falling asleep looking bored. She's like, I'm not really staying awake for this, am I?
Well, I will say, I need to tell a story, actually. So I always say when I started carnivore in March, I never had this like crazy diarrhea, but I have been dealing with IBS for like a while. He's gone. He's out. So it's just me and Bob. But so I went home. I'm not going to say I went home. I am home. I went to the US and I visited family, and I was pretty good for a while. And then I just went down the standard American diet rabbit hole slowly but surely. So when I got home, I was like, that's it. I'm getting it back together. I gained quite a bit of weight. I've lost 10 pounds since I've been back.
Wow.
Yeah, I gained 15 and I lost 10 since I've been back in the last week and a half. So that shows you the power of carnivore. But I have the crazy carnivore diarrhea. It's like nonstop. And I'm like, this is nuts. So I'm like, there's something not only about the standard like American diet, like there's something different about the food there, because I mean, I don't know a lot of carnivores in Colombia, but I came from like eating Colombian food in Colombia from that angle and starting carnivore, but then going to the US and just, my family, we love restaurants. So going to a lot of restaurants. And then coming back here, I'm like, holy moly, this is the real deal. This is crazy. So I hope I get through this really soon.
At the risk of encouraging this, crazy carnivore diarrhea conversation, I would say that diarrhea is one of the ways that your body gets rid of water and excess fluids.
Oh, maybe that's what it's doing also.
Yes, you retained a lot of water and gained 15 pounds. It was not all fat, it was fluids. And so you'll have some out one way and some out another.
Yeah, you've got some fluid hanging on to you, because I mean, you don't gain. How long were you on vacation? A week?
No, I was there a month, but I think that it was like the first 10 days, I think I was pretty good. I was eating a lot of cheese, which I don't eat. But when I hit Chicago, it all went south fast.
I mean, it's possible you actually gained 15 pounds in 30 days, but I would still have to bet that probably only 20 to 25% of that was actual fat deposits.
Probably.
So you probably only gained 2 or 3 pounds of fat, and the rest of it was water. And your body is hanging on to the inflammation for dear life. And now that you've upped the fat, back to your normal carnivore diet, and the inflammation is starting to go out, plus the fat.
Yeah.
You may have, over that month of not eating good, clean carnivore, may have sludged up your gallbladder a little bit. So
and then
as that hits.
So the climax was Thanksgiving. Maybe that's the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying? Like the highest point of failure.
Right.
And then I went home the next day. So Hey, Hoosier.
All right.
There you go.
And
There
now you know.
That's my story.
Yeah.
The next time you go on vacation, you'll know better because you can remember this last couple of days of your
10
shall
days.
shall we call it the carnivore cleanse? You've had 10 days of carnivore cleanse, and you can now remember that. So next time you feel like doing something dumb, like going off plan for an entire month, you'll know better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I think that's dumb, and that's saying something.
No.
You know.
Yeah. No.
But did you have fun? That's what really matters.
That's another story. It was very hard. It wasn't I had this beautiful trip planned and it didn't go as planned, but there you go. I was saying this, I was on the Keto Cookout one night. I'm like, oh yeah, now I definitely need a husband. I'm married. My husband was here and I was there with the kids. This is fun. Don't trust a
Yeah,
party.
you could have got one. No, that's not fun. You gotta rented with the option. You know, it's a different country. It doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. We got married in the U.S.
There you go. All right.
So that's what happened. Don't go off the carnivore diet. I will say it's very easy to get back on if you got to do your cleansing.
Okay, well, this has been this week's edition of the Cookout, folks. We want to thank you. We'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed the new format. Oh man! All right, my man, Bob. It's about your bedtime, isn't it, Bob? I know you. You know.
Yeah, it's way past my bedtime, really.
Yeah.
But I saw you guys on. Had to stop over and say hi. And
man,
it's Tuesday night. I danced. Went to dance class tonight, and I've stayed up a little later because I've been rubbing some Bengay type stuff into my leg muscles because last week she talked to me and she's like, I'm having a little Christmas show here at the studio in 3 weeks, and I'd really love it if you dance in the Christmas show. So
yeah,
we've been working on a quick little. It's only like a minute 45 seconds, but it's really, really fast. It's if you look up "Jingle Bells" by Barbra Streisand.
Yes. For those who don't know, semi-retired Bob is a stripper.
That's why there's the hat.
Magic Bob.
Yeah, find me on OnlyFans.
Right. You want to see Bob strip? Yeah, and then and he also has a gigolo service, ladies. So if you want to strip, get us gigolo service.
There comes the money. Millions and millions of dollars.
Those are Colombian pesos. I won't even wiggle my hat for those.
Right.
That was 7 cents, everybody.
Yeah.
She's making it drizzle.
We're gonna get a live stream of this dance.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Is this like the Mean Girls dance?
The problem I'm having, I'm using when I'm getting a tap dance ready for her big show in the spring, and I'm going to be using a piece of music from Epidemic Sound. So I'll be able to put that music on my channel. So I'll be able to record it and put that on my channel to share with everybody. But I'm dancing to a Barbra Streisand song that I don't have the copyright license to. So no, it's not going to go on my channel because it's not going to be. I put a really short clip of it on my members only video that I put out yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Because it's not monetized, so I can't get copyright strikes on that as long as I keep it under a certain time limit.
Right.
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, Bob, brother, it is so good to see you. I'm really, really glad you came by. You can come by anytime you want now. We leaving the door open. So, you can wander in anytime you want to, man. Let us know how you're doing. Say hey to the people. And, as always, I think they know where to find you, but you can tell them where they can find you if they want to come on over and get some stripping tips or, get the info on the Gigolo service.
Yeah. Well, I'm at Semi-Retired Bob. You guys know that. I'm on Semi-Retired Bob on YouTube. I got a Facebook group that's free and all that stuff. So
love it.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I hope the rest of your cookout goes good.
Seeing you, Bob.
Now I have to shut all the rest of these lights back off and see about getting ready to go to bed.
Good night.
You have no idea. I decided to jump in here and I didn't realize how long it took to fire up all the lights that I have going right now to power the green screen behind me and everything else.
Yeah, you had to light all them.
There's actually 5 lights going in this place.
Yeah, you had to light all them candles, man. You had to get a flame and everything and go in there.
Yeah.
Send out the bat signal.
Have a nice night, guys.
Good night, Bob.
Have a good one.
Yes, that is Semi-Retired Bob, everybody.
Yeah, buddy. I love it.
Oh, man. It's like a cry on his shoulder when we get out there. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, it is
the man, the man.
Howdy.
Listen, this is the original, and I do mean the original Keto Cowboy. He is Keto Cowboy #1, numero uno. Hey, listen, people don't know, man. We came up with that. If you haven't seen our interview on my channel, Todd is an amazing human being, and we were talking about low-carb ladies and keto cuties, and he was like, man, we need something for the fellas. I was like, how about Keto Cowboys? He was like, yeah, that's it. I was like, he is the first Keto Cowboy. What's going on, brother?
What's going on tonight, guys?
Man, listen, we are just
and I can't believe that we have royalty on our show tonight. Like, this guy's world famous right here.
He was on Joe Rogan. You just didn't even know it.
For 8 minutes. 8 minutes of fame. And, yeah, I don't know. That was crazy.
Should have been on there for 8 hours, dude. You're a heck of a dude.
But he didn't even know he was on Joe Rogan.
No, that was nuts. Adam texted me. I was like, is Adam punking me right now? I think he's screwing with me.
Adam doesn't punk people.
No,
that was cool though. That was fun. That was a shocker for sure.
I love that for you, brother.
Yeah, that's cool. Was unexpected for certain.
So when are you going on the show?
Well, we are. So I'm going to KetoCon in Austin.
Okay. Oh, I'll be there.
I'm going too. So is Russ.
Wait, when is KetoCon?
I just bought my ticket last week.
The end of May, the beginning of June.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe.
In Austin, Texas.
And then I'll get strep again and not be able to go.
Then what we got to do is I'm going to try to go to, Joe Rogan owns the Mothership, the comedy club in Austin, Texas. He built the Mothership. So I want to go to that as many nights as I can. In fact, I rented the hotel right next to the Mothership, and that's where I'm staying.
Nice.
Because I did that before he mentioned me, by the way.
Right.
Because I love Joe Rogan. I think I've listened for a long time and love his comedy, but Sean Baker's going to be there, and I'm thinking he should just come to the comedy club with us and text Joe that he's there watching comedy.
Yeah, for sure.
At Joe's club. So there we go. We should all maybe we get to meet him. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah, we're going there to represent the documentary, Carrie and I, and we've already had conversations about possibly seeing if we can link up with Rogan in some way, shape, or form. But legally, we're not going to go out and protest or anything.
Right.
Outside of his place.
Well, that'd be cool.
I'm going to KetoCon to hang out with you people, so people think I'm cool.
Right.
Let's see. Me and Lindy and hopefully Michael are going to be there with
Lindy.
With the steak and butter gang. So
awesome.
Yeah, I would join the steak and butter gang, but my parole officer told me I can't join any gangs. I cannot be doing it. I really wanted to, but I can't. I can't have no gang affiliations. I'm really sorry about that.
I'll tell you what, I'm doing the priming over there, and it's pretty cool. It does make you feel better because I think I'd stalled out because I I'd done OMAD for like 9 months, and it just kind of slowed my metabolism down. And so I started hitting it's so freaky to eat so much food when you're priming, so much steak, and you're gaining weight, but you're losing inches. It's like counterintuitive.
Right.
Yeah, but it definitely made me feel better. It's making me grow hair back. It's crazy.
On
Like,
your head.
That's awesome.
yeah, like a
We're only going to talk about the hair above the navel, brother. That's I know how you like it.
He's
Yeah,
not
you got
like
listen,
that.
we don't want to hear about your hairy kneecaps, brother. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you.
Your knuckles.
We don't wanna hear about the hairy kneecaps.
for sure. Well, I'll take any extra hair, but yeah, this one's strategically located on my head. That's finally growing back.
Right.
Yeah, but it's weird. It actually makes quite the difference.
Yeah. Now, so tell us about the change in the diet. You went from OMAD to what are you doing now?
Well, it's kind of a priming and fasting protocol, but went to like eating 3 meals a day, like stuffing myself with just protein like crazy. And then it goes down to 2 meals a day. And then you do OMAD again, and then you kind of do a mini prime for a few days, and it's kind of a whole regimen. But then you get down to where you're skipping you do like OMAD and you skip a day. So you do like OMAD and then 48-hour fast, and then even like some 72-hour fast. But basically and this was definitely the case because I just done OMAD for 9 months with no problem, like never hungry, but I wasn't sleeping as good. Like my sleep was starting to taper off and my energy level was starting to taper off. So I started doing this priming, and I did it for 4.5 weeks, and I was eating 36 eggs a day for the testosterone. Well, the DHEA actually, but to boost my testosterone, and I was eating like 2 pounds of beef a day with that, maybe a little bit more, which was a massive amount of food. It was like 6,000 calories a day. And I did that for 4.5 weeks, and then I went to go do OMAD. Couldn't freaking do it. Like I was so hungry going back. But that was the proof to me, because your metabolism picks back up and it starts ramping on all cylinders. It's doing 6,000 RPM for you. And then that way, when you go back into fasting, it just starts really, you built a lot of lean tissue, and then it really starts taking off the fat. It's pretty cool.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Is that what priming is? Because someone is asking. Can you explain what that is in a few?
Yeah, basically you nourish the body, so you go into nourished fast so that your metabolism is running at a higher rate when you do fast. So it's burning more fuel off the body, and it's healing more tissue when you're
Oh, nice.
when you're feeding, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, 36 eggs, man. They're going to start a new mountain. They're going to put you on it, the Mount Flushmore.
They should have what was it, keto, I forget how she says it, keto Vigorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keto Vigorian.
Yeah.
Hey, she's out there.
Yeah, there you go. She made the best joke right there. She said they're going to start calling me Todd Bachness.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that ain't hair you're growing, brother. Those are feathers.
It could be.
Yeah, for sure.
I did get 20 chickens, Mike, but it wasn't enough. I gotta go get about 40 more chickens to keep up with my eggs.
Hey Ed, how you doing? Good to
Here,
see you.
Renee has a question. How much you lost since you started that program?
Well, that one's even hard to tell. My weight has been fluctuating like crazy right now. So, like literally in a week's time, it'll fluctuate 30 pounds right now. So I don't think no joke. But some of it's fluid, some of it's lean tissue, and then I burn off
and then you're adding feathers too.
Hey, I was going to say, most of it's egg yolk.
It surely could be. Here's what so like I still struggle a little bit with the fluid, and so I have to take my fluid pills like every 3 weeks or something. I'll take them for 2 days, and I get that off me. But all total, I think I'm at a gross deficit of only 8.5 pounds. But the cool thing is everything fits better. like all my shirts fit better, and muscles started popping up out of nowhere. I'm getting my traps back. It was funny. I had to pull up an old picture that I found when I was 24. Because I did weightlifting for a while there. And at one point, you've heard me talk about it when I didn't eat for 17 months. I found the picture from when I did that, and I built some traps up and stuff. And yeah, they're coming back without lifting nothing. It's just eating all that freaking protein and leaning out. My arms were coming back. My chest is growing. My traps are growing. It's kind of funny. So I put on a lot more lean tissue and much, much stronger. And the real thing I'm happy about is usually when I take my fluid pills, I don't go to the bathroom in the day because I can't. It doesn't push fluid off me unless I'm laying down, having my legs elevated, And since I've been doing this now, that doesn't happen anymore. I can get weight off, I can get fluid off me during the day. So the fluid retention's getting a lot better. So that's great because it's opening up like the lymphatic drainage system too. So
I love that. Yeah, I got some traps too, man. I saw a mouse the other day in here. I had to get my trap.
Let me see. Can I show? How do I can share pictures in here? Can I?
Hit present.
No nudes, Todd. No nudes, Todd. All right.
It is kind of nude, but you'll be all right. Let me see. How do I do this?
You better put your finger on the
hit button, man, right? Exactly. I got my finger on the trigger, brother. In case.
Well, I'm not the type of guy that would do anything.
Because Todd strips too, ladies and gentlemen.
You're gonna laugh, but this is proof that I have always wore a cowboy hat, and maybe nothing else, but always a cowboy hat.
Oh no! Oh.
I'm gonna let you just.
I don't know how to. You know how to share that, Adam? I can't.
I can add it if you want.
I don't care.
There you go.
Yes,
nice.
I was one time had muscles.
There you go.
They're there somewhere. Yeah. They're there.
You're jacked, man. What the heck?
Yeah,
I was thick in that picture, but that was when I stopped eating for 17 months. I lost 300 pounds. I was happy to find that picture because I needed proof that.
Did you say you stopped eating for 17 months, like everything?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty much. I was eating 2,000 calories a week, so I would eat twice a week under 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
And I did that for 7.
He's lost 300 pounds twice.
That's one of the pictures of it. I was 337 pounds in that picture. And I was suicidally depressed. I had my oxygen saturation was only 88%. Couldn't breathe. Was having asthma attacks in that picture. Yeah, I was showing the guys because I was like, yeah, I was lighter, but I was sick as a dog in that picture. I was falling apart. I had tore my rotator cuff in that picture. I had to have knee surgery. In fact, it was so funny because it was like, I don't know, maybe 2 months after this picture, I had to get knee surgery. And so there I am getting knee surgery. I've lost 300 pounds. I'm technically, at that time, I'm thinking I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And the doctor's like, you are so big. If you don't do something quick and lose weight, we're going to have to give you new knees. And I was like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I just lost 300 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we talked about it. Like I said, check out the interview there. It's pretty amazing, man. This dude is... I couldn't have done it, man. I don't understand, brother. You're my hero.
Things are so much easier now. My oxygen. I don't, like that's why it's fun to look at that because I was only 24 in that picture, and I look at that, and I look at that picture and I'm like, yeah, I was lighter then by a little bit than I am now, about 120 pounds, but I was so much sicker than I am now. I couldn't breathe in that picture,
Incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, that's awesome. Well, I would like to fast, but I'm still trying to stop snacking.
Well,
so,
seriously, that priming protocol is crazy because they have it set up just perfect where you prime and you eat 3 meals a day and snacks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and you have to do it before. Yeah, it was miserable. The hardest thing that I've done in the last year was not getting off sugar. It was priming. Priming was difficult to eat that much food. It was really hard.
Why do they determine that you need to eat like 36 eggs, like based on your weight?
No, not. I did that. That was something I did because specifically, I did two things at the same time. I started priming, but then I also read about how the 36 eggs a day is like a steroid cycle, and it'll build your testosterone. I sent you the link. I sent Adam the link so you could see it once too. But I'd been reading about that, and I was like, before I started doing carnivore, I was on testosterone replacement therapy, but I read that you can get stuck on it.
Okay.
And so your body will stop making its own. So before I got stuck on it, I just wanted to try naturally to fix it. And I found this egg thing. So since I was going to be eating so much, I was like, I'm going to make eggs the primary thing and eat 36 eggs a day. Well, at first I was scrambling them, Mike, but man, that got old real quick. Like 36 scrambled eggs a day is
I bet.
tough.
But you can't eat cheese or anything like
what-
that, or anything like that, or
You could if you wanted to, but I wasn't. No, I was
Oh,
staying away from cheese. I was making them with butter. You can have butter.
Okay.
Cheese is a
What's
stalling
tough-
food for me.
So my question is, what's tougher, cooking them or cracking them?
Yeah.
Cracking them was a pain in the butt. I'm not going to kid
Yeah,
you. Several times a day, I was having my niece come over. And I'm like,
having cramps.
those
man,
eggs.
Your hands look like this when you're done, man. Trying to...
yep. And then at the end, I found out that most of the DHEA is in the yolk, not the whites, and the whites were really getting hard to get down. So
right.
instead of doing, because I would do 12 eggs per meal, instead of doing 12 eggs, full eggs, I would do like 18 yolks only and then just drink them. That was easier, just to drink the yolks and just get them done.
Oh,
and then I
wow.
can,
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because when I went up to Canada to film Jeff with Carrie, Dwight, his medicine man on the reserve, his daughter made what she deemed my egg shake, and it was literally, well, her version was 8 raw eggs and a little bit of heavy whipping cream and a tiny pinch of salt, and then just blend that up just a little bit and drink that. And I tried that, and that's actually pretty good, and it was easy to get down 8 eggs. So
exactly.
I could see doing like 12 and
Yeah.
that's essentially just like one drink, and doing 3 of those drinks a day. It'd be fairly easy to get those down.
Yeah. It wasn't, it was hard like the first 2 weeks, and then it was, it leveled out. It was pretty easy.
Mhm.
So, and I can tell you, it made a huge difference. I am certain that it boosted my testosterone. I mean, it's hard for you guys to see, but my hair line, oh boy, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
My hairline used to be right in this area going back, and this is
Oh, nice.
growing. This up here is growing. This is all new right here on both sides, which obviously I have a million miles to go. I'm not planning on having wavy locks here anytime soon. But it's crazy that it's growing back at all. I
That's
went bald
crazy.
when I was 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
yeah,
I
my
didn't
grandpa
think-
did too.
Yeah, I didn't think there's any chance that was coming back. So
Yeah, and as an added bonus, he's up before the sun and he's crowing. So I think
That's
that's great. It's 4:00 in the morning. He's out there. I got it. I love that, man. I love that for you, brother.
I did buy 20 chickens just for the fresh eggs, but I'm getting another 40 next summer because I'm like, all right, we got to turn this thing into a production now if I'm going to be taking down that many eggs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But then
man.
you can sell them also to your neighbors.
Yeah, there's a shortage here, like because I have neighbors that grow them and sell them too, and you can't hardly. There's such a demand for those fresh farm eggs.
Yeah.
You can't keep them in stock.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I love that, man. Bypass Carnivore says you don't have to eat all those eggs when priming. Just stay meat based. Todd chose to eat that many eggs. I don't know how he did it. He's got willpower. He is a superhuman from the planet Carnivore, people.
For sure.
That is true. You do not. That's not part of priming. The eggs is not. You can eat eggs if you want to when you're priming, but that was something specific that I did because I was eating 3 meals a day, and I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, now's the time to get the 36 eggs in, because I certainly wasn't getting them in when I was doing HOMAD. There was no way I was getting 36 eggs down.
There's no way I could do that in one meal. There's no way.
No. It was rough. But what is so impressive was that just after 4.5 weeks of doing that, how crazy it was that I couldn't even do OMAD for like 2 days after that. Like I had to work into fasting again,
Oh, wow.
which is a testament how much more my metabolism was ramped up, and my sleep was all spazzed out there for a while. I was only able to sleep about 2 hours a night, and I would wake up and I'd just be awake. And then after I primed, I can sleep for 5.5, 6 hours now straight and not have that problem. So it healed some things for sure.
I love that, man. Yeah, I definitely couldn't eat 36 eggs. I could, however, eat 36 chicken nuggets. Does that count?
I can do
Are they
36
chicken
chicken wings, that's for
McNuggets?
sure.
Is that
How about you do 36 nugget fetuses?
There you go. Boneless chicken. That's what I call them.
Yeah, that sounds so much more
I don't think
disgusting.
it's a fetus.
That's
It's just,
yeah,
it's an egg. It's an ovary.
Okay, an ovary.
It's not an ovary.
Well, it depends, right? It depends on if there's a rooster in there before you got to the egg or not, right?
Right?
I'm not eating it if a rooster's
Yes.
involved.
Oh, I bet you have actually. If you've had some fresh farm eggs, you've had some fetuses. I promise you that.
Oops.
There you
Oh,
go.
man.
No, January. So January 1st is my 1-year carnivore anniversary, and I'm getting all the
awesome.
blood done.
Great.
So, yeah.
Love that, man. Yeah, yes, Brett, he does. It's called
Right.
egg cracking.
Equals terrible marketing.
Yeah, egg cracking. That's what he does.
yeah.
That's exactly
So the only exercise I'm doing right now is I'm walking on the treadmill. I'm using some resistance bands, and I bought one of them shake plates that you stand on, and it shakes the lymphatic fluid up like crazy.
No, wait, you said shake plate
yeah,
or weight?
No plate, like with a
Okay,
P.
yeah, no
vibrating.
shake weights here.
No, I'm not doing any of this.
No shake weights.
What?
Yeah.
Look it
None
up,
of
Alia,
those.
the shake weight.
Yeah,
We don't do
Okay.
that
Sure.
here.
no shake weights. Oh man, I shouldn't even bring it up here, but it was just funny thing that happened on the live the other day. We had a troll and it was hilarious. He put a comment in there and everybody was like, "Oh, I think he's asking a question." I'm like, "That's not a question." People had to Google it. It was really funny. It was no, a shake plate. It's a big platform that's like 3 feet wide. You stand on it and it shakes the crap out of you.
Wow.
But it helps loosen up the lymphatic drainage system, and it's pretty crazy. So that's all the exercise I'm doing.
Believe it or not, they make those for race horses.
Really?
Didn't
Yep,
know.
race horses get on them. It helps them after races to relax, and horses actually fall asleep on it. If you can believe that, they
Wow.
actually go to sleep and they'll just nod off on that thing. It shakes the hell out of them.
I put it on 6.0. I get thigh cramps. I've never had a thigh cramp in my life. That thing will make you cramp up. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
That thing's pretty funny, but yeah, they work. They seem to get the blood flowing in your legs and they move some fluid around. So I'm gonna start lifting when actually I was just telling Lindy because we're all kind of looking for something to. I was jump roping there for a while because I thought that would be a good idea to get my calves moving, and then I sprained my right foot, and everybody was yelling at me for jump roping.
yeah. There you
my
go.
side.
Yeah, yeah. So
So-
I don't exercise. It makes me tired.
Well, I've been looking into that. This sounds stupid, especially coming from me where I'm from, but it's that Diamond Dallas Page's yoga. And I've actually wanted to do that for a while because I know
Really?
it sounds absolutely stupid, but look it up. You couldn't make this up. First of all, an ex-wrestler doing yoga, but some of these guys are huge that he's been dealing with, and he's got kind of a low impact yoga that helps these guys kind of rehabilitate without hurting themselves. And they've lost a ton of weight doing that. So I was looking at it and I'm like, all right, I think this it's a shot to the ego because it looks so less than manly, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Hey, just make sure it ain't on OnlyFans, Todd. That's all I gotta say. Man. It ain't on OnlyFans, brother. Don't let them do that to you, brother. Don't let them do that to you.
Right?
I will try to keep off there. Hey, Susan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
there you go.
I love that.
DDP yoga. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's a real thing, and I bet she likes it. I'm gonna give it a try. I think me and Michael and Lindy might start it here shortly. So
Nice.
Very
Super.
cool.
Yeah,
See if we
man.
can't
Well,
build up slowly.
I love that, man. Well, I appreciate you coming by, brother. It's so good to see you, man. I hadn't seen you in a while. Hadn't
Heck
talked
yeah.
to you in a while. And glad to
Absolutely.
know you're doing all right, man. And glad you're going to be in Austin too, man. Like I said, don't act like you don't know me when you see me, brother. That's all I got to say.
Gonna be down there.
Don't big time me. Don't big time me, man.
Oh yeah, right. You're gonna see me. You're gonna notice me. You're not gonna miss me.
I got you, brother. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's not
For
as
sure.
far away as you think.
Nope, for sure not. And we're actually I'm gonna be there from the 29th through the 7th because we got some activities.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be there. I think a day early too. I think I'll be there a day ahead myself, and that. So, like I said, we'll definitely put something together, man. I have to make sure we get together and hang out and stuff, man, for sure.
yeah, it'll be a good time.
Oh yeah,
That'll
yeah.
be fun. Yeah, is Carrie and those guys coming down too, or
Who?
is Carrie coming down and maybe
Yeah.
anybody else?
Carrie
Yeah.
and we're going together, representing the documentary.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll be texting you and see where you guys are at when you're down there. So I want to say hi to all you guys. And I bet Lindy will want to meet you guys too. So if Michael gets enough weight off, he'll be down there too. I don't know if you guys have met Michael on the channel yet, but he's doing awesome lately. So hopefully he gets enough weight where he can move around. That'd be awesome. First time he'll be out of the house in 20 years.
Where's Michael from?
Wow.
He's in Chicago.
Oh,
but,
yeah, I've emailed him, Michael. I offered him a ticket, and then he told me his story. It's to the Keto Chicago meetup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hi, Nicole.
So,
Hi, Nicole.
All right, brother.
howdy.
We're going to keep it moving, brother. Appreciate you coming by. And
Right on.
everybody knows
Appreciate
everybody, Carnivore. It's the Carnivore Cure, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Carnivore Cure. That's where you can go check out my man Todd. If you haven't subscribed to his channel or checked him out, you should. He's a heck of a good dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Heck of a
Man.
good dude.
Yep.
Your man, Todd.
No worries. We'll see y'all.
Appreciate
Bye,
Thanks for
Todd.
having me. Bye.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
Ed, the carnivorous dude.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
We got Ed in the building. Carnivorous dude. What's
There's
going
another
on?
Buckeye, Russ.
Oh, hey.
Good. Oh,
That's
I'm in
it.
the Buckeye room of my house right now.
I
Nice.
love it. I love that, man. I love that. Another Buckeye brother. You can't have too many.
That's
Should I
right.
be a Buckeye
Well,
sister?
you know,
Should I change my alliance
should.
from Green Bay to Buck?
No.
Well, you can have them both. One's NFL.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Right.
I have to say, I was actually sticking around to say hi to Ed, but I gotta go.
Okay.
Aaliyah, you're
Hi,
always
Alia.
out of here.
Thanks for being
I
here.
know.
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
out
Appreciate you.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
can I just say one thing before I leave? I'm
Absolutely.
gonna start doing interviews again, probably on weekends in the morning. That's probably when I'm gonna have time to like interview people, such as Edmonds, which I've been trying to for months.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, I know it's my fault, not your fault. It's me.
No big deal. We can put something together.
Great, let's do that. But I just want to shout that out. Like I'm going to do interviews again probably on the weekends. I need to get a few more things organized, and I still will do live streams, just not late for me. I love you all.
Carnivorous dude at Yahoo.
Carnivorous dude at Yahoo. Okay, cool.
There you go.
One more thing. I was on Sean Baker's podcast last week, and it's going to be up sometime this week. So that was pretty cool.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. And I forgot to tell Todd. Apparently, it's easy to get on the Joe Rogan podcast. You need to like send him Instagram messages and pester him on Twitter. I Googled how to get on Joe Rogan.
Call him up for us, will you?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
You're the connection.
It's not me, but maybe I'll get somebody there. Okay.
You're the connection specialist.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Good night, guys. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Good night. What's
All
up,
right.
gentlemen?
Hey, listen, we're just hanging out here on a Tuesday night, seeing what kind of trouble we can get into, grilling it up. So,
Right.
For those that don't know you, man, brother, tell them about yourself.
Well, my name is Ed. I go by Carnivorous Dude on Yahoo. I mean, not Yahoo, YouTube. I kind of started my channel of just making things that you would eat on a carnivore diet, and just how basic it can really be and how easy it really can be. I usually just do shorts just for fun. Don't spend too much time on it, and just kind of do what I'm eating and show other people, because I mean, some people are daunted by the idea of just making their handling meat or making their meat or not being excited about meat. But I get excited every night when I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, me too.
It doesn't matter if I'm eating that. It could be that 15th ribeye in a row, and I don't even care. I love it. I'm so excited every time. It could be carnivore bowl for dinner. I'm in.
Yeah, but
I love it.
I love that, man. I love that. Yeah, no, I don't do shorts, man. I'm more comfortable in my thong.
oh my God.
Oh wow.
No,
So
no,
I truly I got into carnivore. My cousin. We're just a few weeks apart as kids, and my dog's gonna try to take over here. But we're just a few weeks apart as kids, and oh, there goes the lighting. Dog took me out. But he had esophageal cancer, and I started researching different diets to see what would be good for a cancer patient. And I came across carnivore. I read the carnivore code, and then I started with Paul Saladino, checking that kind of stuff out, and then it quickly pushed me into Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Chafee, Dr. Baker, and just everything that I was seeing and hearing from them. It was just like, my goodness, I'm going to be able to eat all the things that I really love the most, and I'm going to be able to feel the best. And so, give me 2 seconds. Give me a second.
1, 2.
Well, he's there.
Hey now, watch it. Watch it. I had a.
Hold on a second, Ed. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I brought my man Rick up. Rick, can you hear me, brother? You're live, man.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, man. Hey, listen, we're gonna slide back to our man Ed for just a few more minutes there, but I wanted to bring you up and and say hey to you. And I think Rick will be our last one tonight.
Hey, Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Good to be seen. This is my buddy Milo right next to me here.
Oh, how cute.
Hold on, Milo.
Yeah. How long has Milo been on the carnivore diet?
He's only part time. I can't talk my wife into getting full time yet.
Yeah, I got you.
So he comes over to my plate every evening, and he feels that he deserves a few morsels.
Yeah, I can dig that. So how long have you been doing it? Did you say, Ed?
So I started in August of 2022. So about 15, 16 months. I started it. I tried my best to recruit my cousin into the idea, but he was kind of already, having really rough times with his stomach, and it was pretty progressed. And he didn't really have a real chance because he was in the hospital and, sort of forced to eat what they were giving him. And, I called him at one point and he said, the only thing I'm eating right now is ice cream, and I was like, God, that couldn't be the worst thing that you could eat,
Right.
in the condition that you're in.
No doubt.
And I just, that really floored me. But I started because of him, and I'm grateful that I was able to come across the whole thing because I've had, lower back pain and pain in my joints for years. I've had, irritable bowel syndrome for years and years. I mean, I just have not been regular in the bathroom for years. And now I go a lot less frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a much better experience, and I can't even believe it. I'm I don't ever want to change what I'm doing. And I think that
hey, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the carnivore diet. Add a little fun to your bowel movement experience. I love it.
I just think that when you're talking about this stuff, you really want to say what's going on, and I experience very high amounts of energy daily. I work in a restaurant. Been at the same place for 22 years. I'm not sure if you've been to Brio at Easton, but that's where I'm at. If you ever want to find me Monday through Friday at lunch, I'll be there. You can stop in and
I'll definitely stop in one of these days for sure because I'll be in Columbus. Well, I'll be in Columbus on Saturday, but next week on Monday, I think we have a meeting Monday in Columbus.
This Saturday I'll actually be there during the day.
Oh, okay, nice.
Because it's the holiday season, I've been working more during hours that I don't typically work, just so that I can be there to I really love to enjoy the experience with everyone while I'm working. I think it's a real key thing that a lot of people don't put into it. So I think that being there for such a long time and loving and enjoying taking care of the guests. It's just I like to be there on the special days because typically they're going to have the bottom of the barrel, the people that are forced to work those days, because all the primos want to just take the day off and relax, and I really want to be with the people.
Yep.
I love that, man. I'm just like you, brother. I am a man of the people, a man of the people.
Oh, come on.
Yes, I live in Jacksonville, Florida now. That's why I'm a homesick Buckeye. But I used to live in
right up what part of Florida?
Jacksonville. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one place I haven't been, so I'll probably have to come visit. I'm Fort Pierce is where my sister and my mom live. So I spend a good bit of time. I go there a couple times a year and check it out. And I love Cocoa Beach. I'll be down there in January.
Yeah. That's not too far away. It's about 100 or so miles. It's not far from Daytona. Not too far.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, check out my channel, Homesick Buckeye. Shoot me a message, man. We'll.
I think I am subscribed to you. I think I've seen you a few times on this. It's hard for me to catch things sometimes during the week because I'm working, 11 a.m. until whenever, the restaurant business. So I could be home at 8. I could be home at 10. I don't know.
Right.
I got you, brother. That's why we got the recordings on there for the folks that work for a living so they can check them out.
Anytime you go to the restroom, I would watch Rust when you're in the restroom.
What's funny? It's probably only like once a month that I even stop to go to the restroom at work.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally use the bathroom before I go in, and then I don't even think about it until I get home.
Well, Russ, there's hope for you.
Hey, listen, I think it's great you watch me in the bathroom. Both of us can stink up the joint. I love it. In any event, tell the folks where they can find you, man, on your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, it's at Carnivorous Dude on YouTube. I just do. Sometimes I've been on there live a couple times. I've done an interview with Dave Mack before, and I just enjoy filming my food and eating it.
Yeah. Love that,
And
man.
I want other people to be able to do the same thing and not be scared to do it because, you know, they've been indoctrinated into this idea that if they eat fat, they're going to get fat or they're going to be, you know, or they're going to clog their arteries or they're going to have high cholesterol that's going to kill them or something.
Right.
It's really, I mean, you have no idea how much better you feel and how much easier it is that you don't even need to plan anything. You just walk to wherever you get your meat and you say, oh, that looks good. That one's on sale. Let's get it, take it home, cook it up, eat it. I mean, you don't have that many dishes either.
Right.
I love that, man. Well, if you want to watch Feeding Time at the Zoo, you go check out my man Carnivore's Dude. He's going to cook and he's going to eat, and you're going to love it. Hey, brother, we appreciate you coming by. Come by anytime, man, by the cookout, brother. And we will see you in them YouTube streets.
Hey, man, I appreciate the invite. That was really nice of you guys.
No
we'll
problem.
see you soon. I'm still trying to get to 500 subs on my thing. I only got 380 something.
Well, let's get going.
Go subscribe, everybody.
500.
Hey, come back anytime, brother.
All right, you guys have a good one. My wife appreciates you letting me go.
Bye, Ed. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
The old Rickster.
Hey,
Charger Mopar.
Oh, yeah. Whenever they talk about heart disease, I'm here.
Hey, listen. Yes, I was just about to say, did somebody say heart attack from eating too much fat?
Right.
That's like flashing a bat signal. That's a carnivore signal.
Yeah.
He just pops up like the candy man. Just, you know.
Heart attack? What?
Anytime somebody says the word heart attack, it always gets my attention. It's quite funny.
I love that, brother. I love that, man. What's going on, Rick?
Well, speaking of heart attack, I overdid myself. I had a big heart attack today. You know, they had chicken on sale at Presidente for 48 cents a pound. They have the leg quarters. So I've been buying a few bags of it so I could stock up. Well, it's a quack. That's me. So I'll tell you what happened. I had some beef tallow. Normally I use lard, but I had enough beef tallow to cook some chicken. And I usually cook 2 pieces at a time in the pot. Well, I didn't know how many pieces were in the bag. So I had 2 pieces, then I had another 2 pieces, then I had another 2 pieces, and I was down to 1 piece. And I go, okay. And I look and I see the bag's empty. I go, I ate 10 pounds of fried chicken for dinner.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it's like after I did that, then this popped up, and then I had to take a bath. Well, I was in the bathtub with the rubber duckies, and kind of floating around. And boy, did I feel like run down. It's like, man, my stomach is just I thought, am I having a heart attack for real? And I'm looking at the rubber duckies, and they're just kind of going around in the tub. I'm thinking, oh man, I hope I don't have to call 911. But then I realized I ate the whole bag of chicken. So let's what can you do, right?
Right.
Hey, listen, I got a throwback for the folks. We're going to go back to 1974, Bert and Ernie style. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Rubber ducky, you make life fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Shout out to Bert and Ernie wherever they are.
Right.
I might be the only 55-year-old that takes a bath with rubber duckies.
Yeah. Thank God.
Reminds me of Mike Myers on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah,
and they did the drawings in the bathtub.
Oh,
I don't remember that.
You have to check those skits out; they're pretty funny. He had rubber duckies in there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that takes me back to my childhood is I've had a month I haven't had a motorized vehicle. My truck broke down a month ago, so I've had to use a bicycle to go everywhere. So I had to drag out my bicycle. I've been putting 10 miles on a bicycle average per day. And I was watching some other video about somebody, I don't know, vegan or whatever, was saying that you have to have carbohydrates for energy. And I was laughing because I'm going back and forth on this bicycle. It's supposed to be a multi-speed bicycle, but it's broken. It's only got 1 speed. So you really have to pedal hard when you're going up the bridge and, going back and forth. I'm thinking, man, I feel just like when I was a kid. And I remember as a teenager riding this same neighborhood, although it looked a lot different back then. There were a lot more shortcuts. I'm thinking, man, at my age, I'm running around on a bicycle. And a friend of mine is like, wow, do you need a ride? I said, no, I'll go myself. It's amazing. You think about it, it's like, look, you've been doing this diet for so long, and yet I'm not dead yet. I'm not breathing hard, riding around on a bicycle. Hopefully I'll have my truck fixed soon, which I'm working on. I'm down to idler pulleys and bearings. And, you go to the auto parts, you show them the bearing number. They don't know what you're talking about. So
Right.
I looked it up. I went by measurement. And the guy at the auto parts today, he's a younger guy. I never saw him before. I guess it's his new job. And he saw me. I said, oh, he says, what's the vehicle? I said, don't worry. It's a 203FF part number. And he looks it up. Oh, I have it. And then I pull out the calipers and I check both bearings. He's like, wow, I've never seen that before. I said, what do you mean you haven't seen that before? I'm just measuring the size. Oh, but we usually go by the vehicle. I said, hey, if you put my 1990 Ford truck or my 1998 van, it won't show up that part. I checked on the website. It says that part will not fit. But I know it fits because it's the same idler bearing in my mom's 77 Aspen, my 69 Charger, my 1990 truck, and the 1998 van. They're all the same.
Right.
And, if you buy the whole thing, it's like 20 or 30 bucks, but the bearing is about $8. So how can you not do it?
Yeah. Right. Hey, somebody said once that the word Mopar meant Moparts. Is that true?
It actually means mostly old parts and rust.
Okay.
That's what I tell everybody. It's
Yeah.
you know how it is with us Chrysler guys. We have a lot of old junk. The Chevy guys, they had their thing, and the Ford guys had their thing, and then the rest of us that were left behind, we were the Chrysler guys. So we'd have the Dodges and the Plymouths and the Chryslers and whatever. We'd be pulling the 440 out of the New Yorker to stick in our Charger or even our Dart. I did a Dart one time with a 440. It was a big mistake, but it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And I'm a car guy just through and through. So
I bet you could pull a lot of chicken with that.
oh, and when I was riding my bike, somebody ran over an iguana. I thought, man, what a waste. That thing's all splattered all over the side of the road. I could have caught that and made a dinner out of it. It's unbelievable.
Right.
Plus, when I went by the canal, they had big fat Egyptian geese, and the duck that I turned loose on Thanksgiving Day, he's over there with 4 females. He's having a good old time.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you know they're Egyptian geese? Will they read hieroglyphics?
Well, I don't
They
know.
walk like
That's a
an
good
Egyptian.
question.
What did you check their passports? I mean, how do you know they're Egyptian geese?
Yeah, it's another invasive species that somebody dropped off in Florida. But hey, I like them. I think they're funny. I was trying to get close to them, but they flew away. I was trying to take a video, but my camera didn't work. But
Okay, but I'm still confused. Did they do genocide on Canadian geese? I mean, how did you know these are Egyptian geese? And what does an Egyptian goose look like?
He's
well,
a bird man.
it's like Saturday Night Live. What was it? Steve, whatever his name was, Steve Martin. Walk like an Egyptian or something like
Yeah,
that.
they walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, King Tut.
Right.
I mean, I guess I'm like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, hey, listen, Rick, you win. That's all I got to say. You win.
Oh, I'll tell you, I
heard it
ruined
here
your live
first.
stream. All of a sudden, you bring me and you got a quack in here. It's just making everybody
Oh, my
laugh and
goodness.
quack up.
I think we lost
Quacking up.
Rick. Yeah, exactly. He broke his internet. hey, listen, YouTube knew that was a lie. That's why they. Oh,
I see that comment. You remember Ricardo Montalban when he had, what was it?
yes, Corinthian leather.
Corinthian leather. Yeah, Corinthian leather.
Yes, Corinthian leather. Yeah.
Oh, that was too funny. What was it? Chrysler Cordoba.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Look, boss the plane. Yeah, we're bringing things back, man. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Julia?
She's giving you some competition, Rick.
Oh,
Oh, there
oh
you go.
my. Yeah.
Well, usually when they get run over here, there's nothing left. It's spread out all over the road. So, you have to. Back when we had rural areas, we had deer that you could get, hit one of them. And usually, if you're going to get a duck or iguana, you get it where the head's run over. Otherwise, it's no good because there's nothing left. Or a snake, rattlesnake, you get them right on the head, then you can cook them up. But other than that, they're worthless.
Right.
Yeah, hey, nothing like hopping in the truck with a shovel looking for dinner.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
You
boy,
ought to
those
see
are good-
you ought to
those are
see
the
what I'm
good
tooling
times
around
being
in
when I was
town
a
now.
kid. You want that, Rick?
You should see what I'm tooling around in town now. A bicycle from the trash pile with a milk crate attached with hose clamps.
So you got a bike with a shovel out looking for dinner.
Well, it's funny. When I was driving around, somebody dropped part of a rake. I picked that up. I put a handle on it. Now I got a new rake for my yard. And then I found something else on the ground. I'm trying to think of what it was. But, you find this little stuff. Oh, I found another one of these pulleys on the ground when I was over there by Kendall Drive. So, you never know what you're going to find. But I hate going over there because to get to the Harbor Freight, you got to go by the disgusting Chick-fil-A. That place puts out a terrible smell. I lose my appetite every time I go by a fast food restaurant. It's that nasty, chemical, horrible smell. It's like, oh.
So I just want I listen, the people are confused. So the sight of a smashed iguana in the middle of the road doesn't turn your stomach, but driving past Chick-fil-A does.
Oh.
Yeah. So
have you ever eaten Chick-fil-A?
Yes, I have, and it's
Because you're talking to Russ here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I've tried it a couple times in my life.
50 million people across America is what you're talking about. I'm not the only one in line when I happen to be there.
Right. Yeah, you have a point. I think Rick and Maggie, you're probably the only two people on the planet that haven't ate at Chick-fil-A.
Well, I've actually eaten Chick-fil-A sandwich before. Somebody gave me one. I gave the bread to the ducks and I ate the so-called chicken part, but that was the most disgusting chicken I've ever had. I mean, first of all, I don't know, it was white meat, which I don't like. And second of all, it was covered with all this crap that I had to peel off of it. And then by the time I got to the chicken, it tasted funny. It tasted like chemical chicken. It didn't even taste real. Compared to heart attack chicken, Chick-fil-A is disgusting. And it's like McDiarrhea. Their meat tastes bad. I mean, the few times I've tasted fast food, I haven't been impressed. The only time that I ate something that I guess would be considered fast food that tasted good, long time ago, we had a place called Scott's Fried Chicken. It's sort of like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but they had a secret that they used. They didn't use vegetable oil. They used lard. And boy, I love that Scott's Fried Chicken. It was so good. And when you drive down the road, you could smell it. Oh, it was delicious. And I always wondered why I liked it so much, because when they had the Kentucky Fried Chicken, I felt, ugh. You start eating it and it tastes good at first. That's the thing about Kentucky Fried Chicken. The first few bites are good, but after you've eaten maybe 2 pieces, you start feeling like sick. It's like, what is this stuff? It just doesn't taste good anymore.
Right.
Easy on the Colonel as his personal representative. You can get banned from this channel. Tread lightly on the Colonel, and that icky, nasty stuff you peeled off of Chick-fil-A is what we call yummy deliciousness.
I saved that for the ducks. It's nasty. It's like some kind of breading. It's disgusting. Why would you?
Well, that's because
ruin?
Well, that's because you're supposed to put it in barbecue sauce, idiot. It's like who doesn't know that?
That's the other thing.
Mustard.
Steak sauce is an insult to me. And if somebody offers me a steak and then they say, "Oh, you want some steak sauce?" I get like in shock. I'm like, "What?" It's like you're giving me something from the garbage can. I mean, come on. That's like a burger with ketchup on it. Why would you put ketchup on a burger? You ruin it.
Yes, I much prefer mustard and mayonnaise. I agree.
Well, you know what? Mustard is one of the few condiments I actually enjoy. It doesn't taste bad. I've had a little bit, and sometimes it's actually pretty good. On a heart attack burger.
It probably tastes like iguana blood. Yeah, that's probably why you like it. It reminds me of iguana organs. It's real vinegary.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's a shame that it's a shame that the fast food is well, actually it's a good thing for people like me because Fast food is disgusting. It's no temptation. It's like on the weekend, like Saturday, I got to go and install a server in an office. And I know a lot of times on the weekend when they have their office events, they always have this so-called breakfast, so-called continental breakfast. I said, okay, it's a quack breakfast because it's nothing but crap. It's just like
Right.
donuts and cookies, and I don't know what the rest of that nasty stuff is. Those little twisted bread things. What do they call that? Croissant.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's terrible. I'm like, where's the bacon and eggs? Oh, that's not a
Mhm.
continental breakfast. Like,
I
what kind of
agree.
breakfast is that? You should be giving these people steak and eggs. I mean, they're high end, employees, executives, whatever. If it was my company, I'd have steak and eggs. I'd get a
Mhm.
big roast and cut it up in pieces and maybe 20 dozen eggs and have a big old scrambled eggs. They'd probably say, "What's that? That's breakfast. That's Rick's breakfast." Oh, you didn't get it
Yeah,
from the canal, did you? Well, that's for
yeah,
you to find
exactly.
out.
Yes. Why is there a feather in my steak? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, oops. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Why is there a feather?
No, I remember fast food restaurants fondly. They are in my rear view mirror
Smart man,
most of the time. Yes,
most of the time.
listen. I don't want to live in the old neighborhood anymore. Now, I will occasionally drive through to see some old friends, but I don't live there anymore. So, that's how I roll.
That's
Hey, I
good.
wanted to let Rick know that I was thinking of him last night. I was by myself,
Yeah.
and I was thinking of Rick.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Here we go.
So,
This has been the Keto Cookout, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you for coming by. We want to thank
right,
you. Yeah. Hey, listen, you're going to see a picture of Adam in the Todd Bartley's hat with no shirt on here in a minute.
right, yeah. Pumping up my traps. So I dumped out the deep fryer that had some kind of oil in it. I don't know what it was, but I was filling it up with smoked beef tallow, and I was thinking of Rick while I was doing that. Heart attack chicken, here I come.
There you go.
Where-
Once you've had it, it's addictive. I'm telling you. You're
Yeah.
going to eat the whole bag just like me. You got to be careful because it'll sneak up on you. You know how people talk about you can't eat just one potato chip? Well, I can because every time I'd eat a potato chip, it'd make me spit it out. But you can't eat one piece of heart attack chicken. I guarantee it. Once you've had that leg or thigh, or you got to do the dark meat. Now you can do the white meat, but it's not as good. But the dark meat, oh, the crispy skin.
Right.
Oh, it is so good. And then, of course, if you're a standard person, well, you might want some of this, some salt.
Oh
Of
yeah.
course, with my salt, it's hard as a rock half the time because I make it myself. But if you
I-
can eat it without salt, okay. But if you add salt to it, watch out.
How do you make your own salt?
What I do when I lived down in the Keys, I used to get the groundwater, which is full of salt, and then I'd put it on metal trays up on the roof and just let it evaporate. And then I'd scoop up the flakes and I'd run them through a blender and just break it up into little pieces. And that's how I
Wow.
made my salt.
Damn.
So
That's
you,
next level.
so you ate something that sat on your roof for how long?
Oh, several days. It
Wow.
takes 4 or 5 days for that thing to, salt is very difficult to separate from water because salt itself is hygroscopic. It likes to pull in water. So you have to put it on a metal tray in the hot sun, and it has to
I
be just
agree.
the right day.
It is very difficult to separate salt from water, which is why most people buy it in the store, Rick.
Ah, but you don't know what's in the salt in the store. I discovered when I was
you don't
younger.
know what's on your roof, and they got it in your salt water. I mean, what?
There's no duck feathers in my salt. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not feathers. You're exactly right.
Duck
You
poop.
got cream in it. That's why. Hey, listen. That's why your salt sticks together. It's got some bonding agent from the bottom end of the duck. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
when I was younger and I looked at the salt, I figured, oh, what are the ingredients? Sodium chloride. No, they got other stuff in there. I mean, they did put iodine and stuff in there, but some of them had like dextrose or some kind of sugar, and I can taste it. This is the other problem I have. My taste is so warped that if somebody uses salt like in a restaurant, I can taste when it's got sugar in it. and I'll
Wow.
just, I don't want it. So I don't use salt normally because
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what I'm getting.
Yes, and also because it sticks together. That sticking together, that part that sticks together is called E. coli, Rick. It's E. coli. What's E. coli is making your salt stick together, Rick.
Well, I got news for you. E. coli cannot exist on sodium chloride. It will die. So
Yeah.
you have nothing to worry about.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go.
In fact, you know that salt is used to preserve lots of meats. That's how I've made bacon before. And, you know, even if you like plants, if you want to make sauerkraut, use salt for that too. Because most pathogenic bacteria cannot live in a high salt environment. That's one of the great things about it.
That is true.
Yep.
Well, man, we have learned a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Salt.
We have learned that Rick makes his own salt. It includes water and a roof. You know,
It's
if you don't
not
have
hard to do.
If you don't have access to your roof, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make homemade salt. So,
Right.
Well, you got to have a flat roof too, like I do. You know, if you have a slope roof, then you got a major problem.
Yeah.
yes,
Sure.
yeah.
You have to prop up your tray and make it level.
Right. I'd probably do the same thing if I had water that was salty like that too.
Yeah, because down there the groundwater is all full of salt, and the problem is I could use seawater, but I was afraid that with all the cruise ships that go around there, it was probably full of waste and who knows what else is in there. But the groundwater, it has to go through the limestone. I figured it's kind of like a filter, and it has plenty of salt, you know. And the salt, I mean, it looks white on camera, but it's actually a little brown, which you know Russ would say, "Oh, it's probably got duck poop in it." But
Yeah,
it doesn't. It doesn't look like regular.
no,
salt.
not the Egyptian geese poop in it. That's what.
What's those crunchy bits in there?
That's called a callback, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah,
You know, it's funny. I know a couple of vegans, and they're obsessed with their salt. They have to use pink salt. They have some kind of Himalayan salt or something like that, and they're always saying how wonderful it is. And I look at mine and said, you know, the salt that I use, it's kind of pink too. And you know, they're like, okay, where'd you get it from? I got it from the groundwater. I made it myself. They're like, oh, that's not safe. Well, where do you think they get it from?
Right.
I mean,
I've heard that the pink coloring in that is from some kind of oxide or like rust or something.
it could be, yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, but
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, it's like my old salt shakers. They have metal caps. They rust too, and they end up tasting like metal if you leave the salt in there too long. So I know what you mean.
Right.
But,
You mean
but
it's not from the same place where they get pink bubble gum?
I don't know. That's a good question. What was that bubblegum Bubblicious they used to advertise on TV? I remember as a kid trying to bubble gum, and it tasted so nasty. And I couldn't even blow bubbles with it. I ended up blowing it over my eyes and sticking all in here. It was terrible, you know. You gotta and then try to blow this thing out. I never understood the whole idea. I just like to make bubbles with soap. Just get the little plastic thing and blow into it, and the bubbles go all over the place.
I'm really glad you said that. I thought you were going to say snot bubbles, Rick. I really did. I thought snot bubbles were coming. I really did.
Yeah, no snot bubbles.
That was a pleasant surprise that we did not get the snot bubble reference. I
used to do that. I used to do that a lot when I was younger, when I had all the sinus problems. But I'll tell you one thing: ever since I went carnivore, that went away. My sinus is still messed up because I damaged it when I was a kid, but I don't get that stuffy nose anymore. You know, once in a while I get, because this house is full of mildew, that bothers me and makes my nose kind of do this. But other than that, it's not really a big deal. And I got friends, they have so many allergies. They have to take the stupid Claritin tablets. You know, they're saying, oh, I'm having an allergy attack. Like, wow, that's pretty bad when your whole life you have to keep taking this medicine just to be able to live a semi-normal life. For me, it's just a nuisance. It doesn't even bother me. It's like when I got that virus, you know, the killer virus that I got 3 times, and it was just a cold. It wasn't really a big deal. I have a friend that ended up in the ICU. He was in there for a week. That's the only reason I got tested. When he got really sick, you better get tested. I got tested. It's like, oh, I have it too. Oh, you got to get to the doctor. What doctor? I haven't been to a doctor since '96. Well, you're going to have problems. A couple days later, everything felt fine. I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's not that bad. It only affects certain people.
Man, listen, my man eats salt off his roof. You can't kill him. Virus.
Smeared iguanas off the road.
You can't kill him with Stupid
Hey,
virus.
I've even eaten garden snails. That's how adventurous I am.
Nice.
I
You know,
love
they were eating all my mom's flowers. I gathered them all up and I fed them lettuce for a couple weeks to clean them out. And I cooked them. I made escargot with butter, of course, and they were good.
If you can't beat them, eat them.
That's it. If you can't beat them, eat them. There was a lot of snails. Let me tell you, there had to be. Oh, there must have been 100 of them. I went through the
Wow.
garden. They were eating all my mom's flowers, and I start picking them. I had all these snails. I'm like, what am I going to do with them? I've even eaten, June bug grubs from the yard. When my mom's yard, it had lawn was being attacked. I start digging it up because there's no chemicals there, and I cooked them up like shrimp. They weren't bad. They were actually pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, okay, I'm confused. You just said you cooked them up like shrimp.
Yes.
I can't imagine a June bug grub that you cooked up like shrimp. With scampi, Rick, is that what you're saying? You scampi the June bugs?
Nope.
Grub? Is that what you're
I would
saying?
never do shrimp scampi. On the heart attack diet, you know how I cook shrimp.
Lard.
That's right. Deep fried in lard or tallow.
Yeah.
That's how I did it. And they were good.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end the show right there. Listen, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. We have covered Egyptian geese. We've covered June bug grubs with lard. We've covered heart attack chicken. We've talked about
on the roof.
scooping iguanas off the road and eating them. There's just nothing left to be said here this evening. This is my man Rick, Charger Mopar. You can find him at Charger Mopar. And we're going to get a GoFundMe so he can get rid of that 1978 Star Search microphone. Listen, that microphone. Hey, listen, Bob Hope used that microphone. Bob Hope borrowed that microphone from Jerry Lewis. And yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. Hey, lady. Yes, that's the microphone. Yes, Bob Hope, Jerry Lewis, and I think Yul Brynner used it as well for silver and gold. And,
I know it wasn't Bob Barker from The Price is Right because they have an electro voice with a long stem, but who knows?
Yes, but I love that. That is an artifact there. We're gonna get my man. We're gonna quantum leap you to the 90s, brother, and get your microphone. So that's what we're gonna do for my man Rick. Hey, brother,
well, you gotta admit, out of all the guys on YouTube, I am the most old-fashioned, I think. I mean, who else sits in front of a set of encyclopedias with some quilted pillows, an old microphone, and auto parts?
Listen, I hear you.
Rotary phone.
I was thinking more weird, but that's old-fashioned, weird, potato.
Right.
I mean, that's what it is. Man.
That phone has a cord on it.
Yeah.
You want to call somebody?
ET. Phone home.
Yeah. I love it, man. Go check out my man Rick over at Carnivore Mopar. This is my guy.
Charger Mopar.
What I say?
Carnivore Mopar.
The 40-year Carnivore.
Yes.
On Google.
Yes, Charger Mopar. He is one of the funniest dudes out there. He makes me laugh every single time. You never disappoint, Rick. You never disappoint.
Love it.
That's why you invite me here.
I
comedy relief. We don't want things to get too boring.
I appreciate you coming by. And folks, I think that's our show tonight. Adam, you got anything to plug?
Nope. Thank everybody for being here. We appreciate you. Much love to everybody.
Man. Thank you to all the folks that came in. Every week we'll do this. We'll put the link out there if you want to come in and hang out and chat with us, ask a question, whatever. That's going to be our new format moving forward. Hope you guys like it. And until next time, we grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.
We're grilling.